I'm a single mom, a business owner, and somehow I'm still finding room to dream bigger. Hey beauties, it's me, Kristen Marie, licensed esthetician of almost 7 years now, and your big sis in the beauty industry. Today, I wanted to share some clips taken throughout a week in my life, juggling work, motherhood, and sharing some big plans that are unfolding behind the scenes. This is not going to be one of those aesthetic type vlogs. This is as raw and real as I could make it because honestly, my life is far from perfect right now. Although having a business and being a mom is such a huge blessing, it's far from glamorous sometimes. So this video, I'll be sharing an update on my son's autism diagnosis, tips on how to balance and stay grounded despite the chaos, and how my business is still glowing up in the midst of it all. I hope this inspires anyone watching to keep going. Love you lots. Enjoy. I've been learning lately that how you end and start your day is so critical to your overall mood, focus, and flow. Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect at this, and some days it's switched around, but for the most part, I've been making sure I have a checklist of things I do in the evening and in the morning to ensure my days go as smoothly as it can. That way, if something unexpected or frustrating happens, I can still feel good. I've mentioned before that having a clean space also correlates with a clear mind. Do not underestimate the power of this. Every time my space starts looking crazy, I start feeling crazy. So establish some sort of routine cleaning, and if possible, hire help with the deep cleaning, especially if you're a single mom. At the end of the day, I prep as much as I can for the next day. So I'm packing lunches, I'm packing my backpack with my laptop, electronics, charging things, and then deciding what are my priority to-dos that I want to accomplish. And narrowing this down to 2 to 3 things for the day will help you feel more at peace but still productive. For the past several months, at least 5 to 6 days a week, I go to sleep early and wake up early. Every successful person I've read about or talked to does this, and although it seems counterproductive, it really actually gives you more time back. Getting a full 7 to 8 hours of sleep is really life-changing, and having that time to myself at night and in the morning before my son wakes up to recenter and recharge is a necessity at this point. I was noticing my mood swings were getting really bad about a year ago. And I don't want my son to remember me as the unhappy mom. I want him to remember me as that energetic, joyful mom that he deserves. So that's probably why you may have noticed I'm a little less active on social media, and I try to be a bit more flexible when it comes to posting on certain days. I've also created boundaries with screen time, and having no phone or screen time at least 30 minutes before and after bed is proven to increase the natural production of dopamine, improve your sleep, and reduce anxiety. On a podcast I listened to, it said, you wouldn't let 100 people come into your room before bed or when you wake up, right? We've become so attached to watching other people's lives, we forget to focus on ours. And that's been such an interesting thing to balance since I am a content creator. But everything requires balance, and the internet to me is a tool at this point, but I don't want it to consume my life either. Comparing your life to everyone else's is really the number one joy robber these days. And I'll admit, being a single mom at my age and in our world is tough. So that's why I've been doing things like gratitude journaling, meditation, and visualization every day, because I need to remember how blessed I really am, because nobody has it all. And if you can find joy right now where you're at, everything you desire will still flow into your life. All right, now let's talk about my little man, Devin, my son, the joy of my life, the reason why I do all of what I do. And what I'm about to say is not in any way complaining about his diagnosis or about being a mom, because it is literally the best thing that has ever happened to me. I know that I've been pretty private over the last few years about all of this, and I think what inspired me to talk more about it now is just simply to raise more awareness about it and to hopefully inspire any of you listening to this that you're not alone, especially if you also have a child with special needs. I think most people know, especially you parents listening, how difficult raising a child can be just in general. So when you have a child with special needs, there's just that extra layer of care that's required. So every day I still change his diapers, help him get dressed. He's very limited with speech still, although he's improved so much, thankfully, due to his teachers and therapists. He is in a special day class at the public school he goes to. And at this point, I do have to have a nanny that cares for him when I'm at work. And the reason being is because still just socially, cognitively, and physically, he's not where a typical 5-year-old would be. And so he does need that intentional care. She's been an amazing blessing, but also it is an investment. And so that has definitely brought upon some challenges when it comes to childcare and just financially. The point of me sharing this really honestly is to just raise more awareness, because I know I'm not the only one out there who has a child with special needs. So hopefully me sharing this will just show you what's possible, inspire you to keep going. And honestly, I just take it a day at a time. And I've also had to just switch my mindset. My son's diagnosis is not a disability. It is simply just being aware that he needs different things than other children needs. And honestly, he is the most joyful, amazing, special little boy that I've ever met. And I'm not just saying that because he's my kid, but I think you've known too, if you've ever encountered anyone with special needs, how special they really are. And they all have a purpose in this world too. So I do plan to share a bit more about how we've specifically navigated this through, other videos and my other platforms, because I know I have some other really helpful tips to share about just when it comes to advocating for your child's needs and what steps we had to take and all of that. So more to come. But again, you're not alone. You got this. Keep going. This is your gentle reminder that your health is your wealth. So keep prioritizing your exercise, eating right. I'm not perfect at this, but as long as you keep trying, that's what matters. And also making time for yourself. And that's what inspired this next venture of mine. I'm hoping to be able to host the very first Skinfluence retreat in 2026, but I need your help designing it. So fill out the survey below to help pick the destination, set the budget, the time frame. I would love to merge travel and aesthetics because those are two things I'm very passionate about. And I think that we all need a vacation. But seriously though, it would be a dream of mine to be able to connect with some of you guys in person, have new experiences, travel the world, and just reach newer heights together. And I've said this before, but who and what you surround yourself will directly mirror what your life looks like. And so I've been very, very particular about where I put myself, who I put myself around. And I think spending time with others that just get it just makes such a big difference. And it keeps your vision clear, keeps you in the right headspace and focused on the right things. Now let's talk about work-life balance, y'all, because this is something I think we moms and entrepreneurs struggle with because we associate working with making money. And weirdly enough, I work a lot less than I did before, and I'm still making as much money, if not more money than I was before. One, because I hired an employee years ago, and she's been an amazing addition to the practice, and I've built additional streams of income in other ways in this industry, and I talked about that in my last video. But I think just having a better balance to your schedule too just helps you to be more present for your clients. And they feel that, whether you want to believe that or not, clients feel your energy. And if you're stressed and overwhelmed and you're not giving them your full focus during their sessions, you're not going to attract as many clients. And so even though my clientele is about maybe a third of what it was before, it is so much more quality. And I wouldn't trade that for any amount of money, honestly. I treasure my happiness and my sanity much more these days. And I think I'm really loving the schedule that I've built. I can talk about that more in a different video. but I just want to encourage you to build the schedule that you can create balance and still make time for the things that you want to make the time for. Ooh, you guys, I officially announced the dates for the September in-person training in my last video, so more details to come. Here, me and Kristen are figuring out pricing, what is going to be included and taught in the classes, but I'm excited, y'all, to bring this back. I'll admit, because of what I'd been going through, I was not in the headspace to continue to do trainings and courses, and so now I'm finally getting back to a headspace where I feel like I can give back to you guys, and so I'm so excited to see who we get to meet, and I hope that it's you. And you know when you're hanging out with me and Kristen that you're gonna eat good and you're gonna have fun and have quality time with us, and so you're not gonna wanna miss this training, I'm telling you. Whew, just got back from a little hot pot date with Kristen. I'm so full right now. But we have a few minutes to kill before I get on a call with Julia from Lemieux, because I'm going to be going to the Dallas trade show in May, and so much more to come on that. Stay tuned for the details. But I wanted to show my face really quickly. I know this week, actually the last couple weeks, has been a little hectic. Hopefully you've enjoyed the vlog so far and just the tips that I had to share. Real quickly, what inspired this video and why I've been kind of sharing my story a bit more, especially with my son and his recent diagnosis of autism. I think what really sparked that was me coming across this competition. It's called Super Mom, and I was like, you know what, actually I'm just gonna go for it. And whether or not I win, I just felt like this was a good opportunity for me to just open up more and just share kind of where I'm at in life and hopefully inspire any of you watching, and I plan to continue to do that. If it inspires you at all to vote for me to win this competition, the link is down below for you. Number one, to be able to win some cash and pay off some debt, put it into the business, and obviously more toward my son's care. I could use the Super Mom prize money, and I do plan on donating a portion of it to the Mama Berries Foundation, which also will sponsor another single parent in need. So I'd love to bless somebody else in my position as well through this competition, and I really appreciate your support. This is going to be an ongoing contest till July, so keep reminding yourself to do those daily votes if possible. Share it with people via social media or just sending it to them directly, my voting page. I'd really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Do you want to come and say hi real quick?
Okay.
That booty.
I'm too thick for this. Okay.
Here's Kristen.
Hey guys.
Yay. Yeah, we're gonna.
I feel like it's been a while.
I know, it has been a while. Thankfully, and I've mentioned this 10,000 times, that Kristen has been such a good support through these, past year and a half. I would say that it's been a little bit more challenging just with my son and just my availability and just personally, mentally, physically, spiritually. So couldn't have done all this without her. So there's so many more exciting things coming.
I get to know first.
But too, make sure you join our email list, because you can know details before everybody else does too, because we plan on dropping more details about everything we're offering. The retreat, the training, shows, all of that is going to be blasted out really soon. So join that, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching and getting to the very end of the video. I appreciate you. Give this video a like and comment below, some hearts or something. Sending me some good energy. I'm also sending you my love and good energy. But yeah, we're going to keep trucking along, and so much more to come. I plan to keep announcing more details about everything as it unfolds. And yeah, I'm going to keep showing up here as much as I can, as long as you guys keep showing up for me. So I love you so much. I'll see you guys next week. I am going to be posting a service video for y'all, so be on the lookout for that. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you then. Bye.